Okay, I'm going to do another quick video here. I'm holding in my hand something that I have actually on my, my avatar, I guess you could say. I'm holding a badge. It was my badge. It meant and means the world to me. Although I'm not currently in this position anymore, I did spend a lot of years doing this. And the oath that I took to my state and my area and my country meant everything to me, from the day that I rose my right hand and to the last day that I was able to work. And so why I'm doing what I'm doing now is because there are many of us out there in this country that wear these badges, whether it's federal, state, local, city, rural, different agencies that wear badges that we swear an oath to our country and to the citizens to protect and serve them. And most of us, believe it or not, really care and really stand by the things that we do, and we make the decisions based on morals and ethics and an attempt to get justice for the people that we're sworn to protect. That's what my swearing in was about. That's what I lived and died by. And I have since the day I could no longer work. Although many of us are silenced. We are the whistleblowers, the hidden whistleblowers that are silenced and targeted for speaking out about what we see going on or going wrong and taking a stand. And so my journey has been is to help other whistleblowers as well as myself to tell the true story of what's going on in our country to the American people, to tell the true story about the people that wear these badges that have been squashed and silenced because we refused to turn a blind eye to some of the things that have gone on in our country, in our states, in our cities, and things like that. So I'm with a group of or connected to a lot of whistleblowers who are also targeted individuals, and there are other people that are targeted for speaking out, soldiers and different government workers and victims. It's a very, very harsh and sad story of what happens to us, and maybe sometime we can even get into more details about that. But for now, I've been telling a series of interviews on a little bit about my history, but what I learned through that, and what I learned also through training in clinical psychology, and what I learned in various other ways, in a series of interviews that I've done with Farmer Jones on his YouTube. And so I posted 2 of those interviews, I believe, so far. What I'm going to do on this one is I'm going to post all 4 that I've done so you can listen to them in succession. It really goes into all the way back to World War I. It goes into MK Ultra. It goes into child trafficking. It goes into the kind of the philosophies behind it, the reasons, the motivations. Leads into Nazi Germany, the formation of the CIA, how the MK Ultra programs and various mind control programs and pedophilia and child trafficking and really these horrible rat lines and drug lines and things like that were brought into our country under the color of law, but in black budgets. The different people that were involved, different identities that were changed, and the ways that I came into this knowledge, witnessed some of this, learned some of this through kind of extraordinary ways, put some pieces together, and have had a story to tell with a lot of other people, and came to a point in my life where I could no longer be silent, especially regarding the children that I'm aware of and their stories. And so that's why I'm on this mission. It's risky. I've been assaulted and threatened many, many times, but I'm determined to tell the truth and get the truth out there so that the American people have a chance to know this truth and hopefully help rescue some of these people, and also give whistleblowers a chance to open up and come forward. I hope at some point that the President of the United States, President Trump, will ask for the whistleblowers to come forward and to speak to him and tell him their stories, and their stories of targeting, and their stories of retaliation, and their stories of their lives being taken over and shut down, and intimidation and fear and death threats and all the things that happen to those of us that stand up for the rule of law and stand up for the Constitution of the United States. There's more of us than there are of the guys that you see now coming out in these reports that have violated all the rules of law. They just rise to the top because we won't stand for it, and we open our mouths and speak against it, and then they crush us in the system. And that's how it works. And we're trying to undo that right now, and all of the whistleblowers are trying to come together, but it's very hard and very scary, but we're determined to get as much truth out as we can. So I'm going to post in this video the links to the interviews I've done so far, and I'm continuing on this journey, and I hope you guys will listen to the interviews, realizing I don't have all the answers. Of course, I have parts of the story, but I do have some pretty significant experiences and unique experiences that give me very unique insights into a lot of this, especially regarding the MK Ultra programs and the experimentation on children and child trafficking, rat lines, drug rat lines, and all those various aspects of what's gone on in our country, kind of under the cover of law, and in deep inside the country that's been hidden from the American people. So that's my plan, and I'm going to post links in the comment section to all those interviews after this. So I will check in later, and we will continue on.